Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Very good morning. Now I have to see. Okay, these two sections. Just adding those color blocks. Become solid. Okay, this border also orange and spike also orange. So okay, let's wait for a couple of minutes for others to join. So then I just start with this.
Yes, sir. So on the orange parts,
Hmm.
uh, they also got that texture of the wall concrete thing, but in the reference it is like a solid, like
Solid. Yes. So no.
cube.
So that is something we can remove. Like I'm planning to change this base also. So what I'll do is, idea is I'll go to this bridge and get the texture, get another texture, and that orange part I'll apply a separate texture only for the orange part.
Okay, sir.
So I can differentiate both the surface very easily. See concrete, maybe something like this. Go to file, Kiran is joining, drag drop. Okay, this have footprints. No, this I cannot use. Mm, but here it's not visible that much. Okay. Stained concrete wall. Okay, let's download this one. I'll change the color. Go to file, drag drop this here, and this part, this orange section. So I just need to apply this mask here. Alt, drag drop here. So it will apply on that section only. So it become separate. I can separate like that, or if I want to make it solid, I can make it 100% solid. I can do that. So I'm like planning to have a little realistic approach, like because the scene you can see reference, it's more of a painted quite flat. There is not much detail.
Yes,
So
sir.
so I'm planning to add some more details and make it like little bit more like realistic. So I can add a separate texture here and make it like overlay. Yeah, overlay is better. Nice. So these two surfaces you can see textures are different. And like if I want the exact same color, I can just simply rasterize. Recording is on, right? Yeah. So I can just simply convert this texture to grayscale, so it won't impact my color, and then I can make it dark or light based on my requirement. And this surface looks a bit noisy. So what I can do is I can go to blur, make it slightly blur. Oh, sorry, my bad. This one. Surface blur, and I can just make it slight blur. It's like too much blur. But similarly, this background also I feel like little too, so I can apply the same filter here also. Like we can slightly blur, it's look way too noisy and way too prominent. We save. You can see we have two surface variation, but it looks blurry only. No, I don't like it. Okay. So like this, I can differentiate two different surface very easily. Now, in my scene, I can still see there are like couple of this is orange, this is orange. So and plus there is some design. Candles are different colors, so I'll do those things. So for this one, so I'll go and check my PSD UV, and here I can see it clearly. And model, I'll check. So till this last edge. So select this orange lasso tool. This one. Edge to edge, perfect, make a perfect selection. And plus just duplicate this also here. So always you have to save and check it, because final output is here. So you have to check your final file. Let me see, is there any Vishesh Kiran last only. So now in my scene, I have some cracks and all, some like weathering. So if I want to add some crack or something, so that is something what I have to do is I have to, okay, before that I can use a texture pattern. I can see we have a nice pattern here, here and here, and plus here. So how to create this pattern? It's like, it's pretty simple. So I'll just copy, use this thing directly. Let's see. I'll just open my Photoshop and see where is it. This surface, it's just a rectangular shape. These two basically. So these two basically. So I have to create that pattern here. So I need to like generate the pattern first. So here I can see it's a diamond shape and a circle. So I'll create this thing in a separate layer. I'll go to my shapes. I'll take a circle. Switch off everything. The basic shape. I'll keep it here. One's a circle shape, and I have a border and inside color is different. So that means Border is more of a orangish tint, and inside it's more of a greenish tint. Just take a screenshot. So I have this outline. Now this outline should be little, you can see, I can see it slightly looks embossed. So that effect, if I want, I can generate within my texture also, or if I want, I can enhance this thing with the help of a normal. So we'll be using normal, but that's a correct way of doing it, because that's painted technique is no longer we use. Like we used to paint all the height information and light and shadow, everything within the texture. So now we don't use that. We just create the flat texture and generate everything with the help of the lighting. So here there's a slight thickness border. So Control J, Control T, Shift and sorry, Alt Shift together, and you get the thickness and this shape. Select this one, click on this, mask it and invert it. So now this is your orange and this one is your green, that greenish color. Double click, pick this color. These two is done. So we have two separate shape. If I want, I can delete this layer also, doesn't matter. Like I got the basic structure. Don't worry about the thickness. That thickness, you can see that we'll generate that with the help of a normal map. So it just a diffuse map is only and only color information. No height information, no light information, nothing. It just color. That circle is this thing is ready. Now we have that diamond shape thing. So I can see it's slightly curved, like it's more of a slightly rounded. So I can take a pen tool, make sure it's a shape, not path, and create this center, make it slightly curved. So I just created 1/4 of this. Reason so that I can manipulate the entire thing and it should be like perfect from all the angles. Make sure it's a straight line. Yeah, see, both the lines are perfectly straight, and this green is slightly lighter. Pick the color from the file. Now Control J. Oh, sorry. Control J. Control T. Flip it and snap it. Select these two. Merge. Control E. Merge it. Control J. Control T. Vertical flip. So you get the exact shape. All the sides are exactly same. So fit within the circle perfectly. And if you're using new version of Photoshop, it will automatically snap. Okay, this basic rectangular, this shape is ready. This shape is ready and it's overlapping that circle also. And the border, there is a border. So what I can do is go to FX, add a stroke, pick the color, and make it a little thicker inside, not going outside. Make it a little thicker. Basic design. Then Control J, double click. Oh, same only. Color is same. Only the outline color is different. So I'll go to stroke. Just will pick this lighter tone. It is not that light. We'll make it slightly lighter. Yeah. So basic pattern is ready. Now center, we have another circle. So instead of like recreating one more circle, I'll just duplicate this, fill this light color, Control T. Okay. So that dot also ready. And if I want, I can match the color. These two looks exactly the same. So basic pattern is ready. See, my basic pattern is ready. I just like recreated the pattern. So if for texturing, like for Photoshop, you have to manually create everything always, and like make sure it matches with the reference. So pick the color and everything from there only. Okay. Now this entire thing is ready. So select this, Control G, group it. So it will become a group, one single solid group. So it will make your life way easier. And this thing covering this area. So I'll switch on this. First thing first, this base, this color of this thing is surface is not like this. Select both of them. Under AO, create a solid color. So reference is on. Double click and pick this greenish tint. Overlay, or you can use multiply also and reduce intensity. So you get a similar tone. Now we have this pattern. This pattern, I'll bring it down here now. Control T, B, and move it here. Okay. Now place it nicely. Press Alt, scale, and nicely place this thing. And in my reference, I can see it's this cutting out. This is a cutout. It should, like technically it should not be like this. It should be like perfect. Then B, Alt, duplicate, Alt, duplicate.
Sir, I think Praveen is trying to join.
Uh, no, I cannot see anything. Ask him he's using the older link or new link, because I cannot see anyone is joining. It's not visible.
I sent him the same link, sir, which I joined from.
So I like, okay, he's like, I don't know. It's not visible here. So as long as like he's not online, I cannot like give him access. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I can see slightly gap. So to manage that, what I can do is, because I don't want that gap, select all of them together. Let's shift and slightly, let's select all of them, right? Align it nicely and then duplicate it here also. And save your PSD. Go back to file. See, I guess Praveen is joining with wrong this thing because I got a notification on my email. He's using the wrong link. Okay. So you can see, like I just simply generated the pattern. Don't worry about this. I'll delete that. So basic like pattern is generated. Now same pattern, same thing follow here also. So go here. So if you keep everything in groups and everything layers, it will become very easy and sorted and easy for you. This green, I can pull it down or I can keep it here also, doesn't matter. Now I want to fill this section. This is also same color. I just randomly clicking this selection and minus this orange. Alt, click on this. Control and Alt minus. It's minus and fill this here. This also become the same color. And now I need that pattern. But in the here, in that pattern, that circle is not there. I believe I cannot see the circle. It's just the rectangle. This diamond shape only. Delete this and duplicate any one of them and bring it here. Slightly squeeze it. Now center. Center, like you can see here, the why we bake ambient occlusion. So I can see now I can see the position of this part design. If I don't have ambient occlusion, I cannot see. So I have to do trial and error multiple times, do the same thing, create it and go back to Max and check it, is the position is correct. Again, come back, it becomes very long process. So if I have a ambient occlusion, I can see this thing very easily, where it is and place it very easily. It's touching this point. So Control T. Corners also almost touching. And you can see the thickness become same only. Yeah. Now I'll go to this and I'll delete this orange round and this green, this thing. And here the outline is orange. Outline is not green. Reduce it slightly, make it little look little elegant. Okay, done. Now this pattern is ready. Control J, Control T. Okay. So you can see if I reducing this, the stroke thickness won't reduce or won't change. So it's like messing up my this entire design. So easiest way to fix this is convert this into either smart object or I can just simply raster merge group this thing and it become a flat layer. Now it will stay the same. Done. Merge. repeating. Everything is merged nicely. This side also I placed it nicely. All place it here. So this I need to bend. So Control T. I can use wrap the 2 by 2. So I can do it like this, but it's, you can see it's getting me little stretch. So what I'll do is, instead of doing this, I'll delete this. Just take one section, Control J, and then repeat this. And let me see, is it rotating? Yeah, it's rotating. So it's a little manual. So Photoshop texturing is manual. So it's like you have to do it everything manually only. The rest I can just simply merge them. Control J, Control T, flip, and place it. So you see everything is ready now. Merge them together, one single section. And backside I can see this pattern. 1, 2, 3. It's repeating. Though it's like, I don't know, it's like it looks like a bit random and like odd. This. Now it's not center, you can see clearly. So those small things are very important. Control Shift J, B, slightly move it, plus this one position is not correct. It should be somewhere here. That means this section should move slightly this side. So it should look same. So what I'll do is, this section doesn't look nice. Control J, sorry, my bad. Control J, Control T, flip horizontal and place it as per the requirement. Slightly inside and these two slightly inside. Yeah. Now let's go. See, all texture, everything is updated. Like this texture, if you like having doubts, okay, this texture looks different from the reference because the reference is flat. This is we have like here we have details. If I want, I can just simply switch off the texture. It will look like the same only. And this pipe here, this is also supposed to be orange in color. Save this. Where is it? I have to check it. Okay, this these two. Okay, it's separated in two sections. That's all. Okay, Photoshop. Now keep them together. Less number of UVs. Orange. Fill the color. You see, basic design pattern, everything is ready. But now you can see there is a highlight. You can see the edges are slightly highlighted. So that is something we have to generate. So that is something we can generate very easily. We already have a low poly, high poly, right? So we have normal map generated. So to generate this, I have exported a high poly. I guess I have deleted the high poly. Arey yaar. Or let's see. Yes, I have deleted the high poly. Okay, no problem, no worries. Now I need to create those highlights. So I'll just switch on my UV, then an empty layer. Then I'll take a pen tool. This time path, no shapes. And it's kind of looks like a flat surface. And here I can see it's more of a rounded surface. That means I need to delete this center collapse. Yes. There will be cases where you have to modify the model based on the surface or your requirement. See, optimize the model. So I just need the first, second, and was a third. It's not there anymore. Or easiest way will be I'll take a screenshot of a UV one more time. Four zero nine six 496. Okay. Save it again. Desktop. JPEG, PNG doesn't matter, any format. Update this here. Okay. It's not matching. So let's issue. I'll open it separately. It's 4K. Right click on this, duplicate layer, select the fountain PSD. Okay, that's it. It will be duplicated here automatically. Delete this one, UV. So the placement will be exactly the same. This time I'm converting this into black. So now, so these two. First gap, second. These two I need to create that outline. So now how I'll do it. I can use outline this path. So all those things that we generate with the help of edge and all. So to manually generate everything here. Connect these two. Now go to edit, stroke, fill white or maybe little bright orange, 8 pixels. Right click, stroke path, select your brush. So brush is wrong. Go to brush, select a hard brush or maybe soft brush also fine, but the size of the brush you have to define here. This much size is fine. Go back to pen tool again, right click, stroke path, brush, okay. Control. You see, now you have this path, this highlight here, but it doesn't blend with the shape. So what I'll do is I'll just, my bad, this highlight. It will overlay, see, same color, just corners become a little brighter. So you can check all those modes. Sometime overlay will work, sometime screen will work. So you have to check what is working for you. See, I got this corner. If I want to modify something, I can do that also. I feel I can make it slightly, push it slightly outside and make it a bit more angular. Yeah, that will be much better. So you can see I have this nice highlighted corners and edges. And I feel this orange color is little light as compared to the reference. So I'll go to Photoshop. It's a separate layer altogether and make it slightly dark. So color is in one layer, so I can manipulate it anytime. See, now it's much better. I can go back and manipulate it anytime very easily. So this design, this design, this design is ready. And I feel this base color should be little strong. So now it's much better. So basic detail wise, you can see almost all designs and everything I have added. Now this part have a design, plus the candles colors are little different. So I'll go and Photoshop Control V, my reference, push it up. This is my color. I pick not the brightest color, somewhere in between, because there's a highlight and shadow. So always pick an average color. And let's see where is my candle. So for candle also, I'll use the same technique. Solid color, fill black. And I think this is also same thing. This one, this one. All the candle sections. And let me double check it. Is it correct or not? Oh, something else also have selected accidentally. Those circle round shape, I believe. These two. Which one? Now I have to check it because I don't know. UV unwrap, open UV editor, and double check like okay, this one. So these two have to remove from the yellow. Remove it. Done. Oh, sorry. And I have to push it down under ambient occlusion so I can have this tonal variation and all. Sorry. Candle color and everything is ready. Now in this base also have a design or pattern, and plus the main fountain also have a lot of dirt or cracks and all. So how to achieve that? So for that, like my basic blocking is ready, or the spot blocking is also pending. Just give me a second. I need to block out those colors. Oh, these two are the pot. So I need a clay, mud or clay kind of this thing. You go to bridge, home. I'll search for texture like clay or something. Let's see. See, we have clay textures also, the kind of mud clayish effect. And like some, we can see some pre-made models also, but that is something we're not going to use because we have to create it by ourselves. So I just use, or if I want, I can search for Google about a terracotta texture or something. Clay pot texture. Something bit smoother. This is like little smoother. Done. Go to file, Photoshop. This is way too big. So reduce the size. UV. Just create a mask. Mask. And I feel this color is slightly darker, more brown. So I can rasterize this. Rasterize layer, Control U, make it look slightly more red and slightly dark. Color blocking is also ready. So everything like each and every part, color blocking is ready. So there's like a few things I can still do. Like I need to add all those details and dirt and cracks and all. So what I can do is I can search for some surface with those cracks and all. I can do concrete. I could search for something here or damaged. You can see I have these cracks and all this dirt and everything. So let's go to one tech part. Now we started actual texturing. Till now we're just simply blocking. We are only blocking the colors and everything. Now we have to add details. So let's see. So it's a small texture. Why it's a small texture? Okay, 4K is not there. Okay, so download it. Now I have to like add all those details like cracks and everything. And there is something called, let's see, let's find a rock. Just kind of like you see damage and all. I can search very easily. There's one more thing is decals, where I can under decals, let's see, concrete, all those cracks and all. You can see I have all those textures. I can use them also, but as of now, I'm going to use those like my downloaded thing. This one. It's to kind of look similar. 4K, 4K. Drag drop here. So two texture I can blend, and if I don't want the color or something, I can reduce it, or I want to like modify this, like I don't want to apply it everywhere, only few areas. That is also I can do it with the help of a mask. Apply a mask, and wherever I want to apply this, I can apply. B, white paint. I select a soft brush, big brush, and can add those dirt wherever I want. And orange area, I don't want this thing, so I'll select the orange mask and fill those section and remove any of that effect. You see, got the dirty effect, dirt. So like this, slowly I'll add all the details plus the cracks and everything. So that is something you can use any of this thing. So here you can see I have a display or ambient occlusion for this. So what I'll do is I won't use the texture color. I'll use only and only the ambient occlusion. Multiply. Okay, this will show you, like, reduce the opacity slightly, make it little less intense. It just randomly applied. I'll have to reduce it, control it. See all those cracks, everything generated. And if with support of normal, it will look really nice. So I can like this, we can combine multiple textures together to generate all the details and effects. Still I have to enhance those corners and everything. So for that I have to like export this. I have to generate a curvature map. Export selected, desktop. Okay, that will, okay, there's not enough time. So like this will, you can see like we have cracks and everything to generate this thing. See, we'll generate all the details one by one, and still there's a lot of details to be added, and I need to add and generate all the information plus the enhance all the corners, like all the corners and edges should be separate, should be visible properly. So I'll do that as well. And one more thing, there is a software named Knald, Knald, Knald. It's a not that regularly used, but yes, like a lot of companies they use to generate all those maps from with the help of your model and your normal map, like curvature map, your ambient occlusion, your cavity map, and all those things. So if we want to generate, we can use generate those things with the help of Marmoset also. So if you want, we can like download that and we can use that also, but it's a paid app. I'll take the attendance now. So we'll start keep adding details one by one, and you can see like because UVs are here and everywhere, so you cannot see a pattern here. Everything is unique, and we'll add more details because still there are a lot of detail we need to add. We need to define each and every shape and everything properly. And like this is like if this is a rectangular shape, the corner should be highlighted like this. Those highlights I need to add everywhere. This edge I need to add a little bit that edge effect and everything. I'll show how to do it. So that will do it. But before I'll take it to this, that will continue on this thing tomorrow. Actually, like we can have a extra class on tomorrow. Tomorrow, no, tomorrow is not possible. Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow I'll see if it's possible. I'll send you a mail because tomorrow I already have a couple of classes like scheduled. So if there is time, I'll schedule another class. I'll send you a mail and then we'll have extra class.
So at what time?
That's what, like I have to check my schedule first. Then based on that, I'll send you a mail. Like by evening, I'll send you a mail. So then we'll do it. If you
So
don't have it,
Monday or any day, can you keep a doubt session class?
Monday is not, like Tuesday I can do it.
Okay, sir.
Tuesday I can. Monday I have like back-to-back classes. Like today also I have back-to-back classes, so I don't have extra time. So Tuesday I can do it. Or Tuesday will do it.
Okay, sir.
This is 11, right? Okay, we have Ashish. Praveen is here, present. Ashish present. Kiran present. Then we have first. Okay. Okay, like Tuesday we'll have extra class. So if possible, tomorrow also, if possible, I'll schedule a class and I'll send you a mail, like obviously by today evening. If not, we'll have like we can have like I guess maybe Thursday also another class, doubt or something. We can do that. Okay. So I'll
Okay.
see you guys on on Monday. So definitely we'll see you. I'll see you guys, or if possible tomorrow also. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye bye.